Hey boy, here we are, day number 2. Today we're working a little bit on our fitness. Please also don't forget to send me your clips, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of you guys doing the exercise of the day, or you guys going through the drill of the day. Today we're gonna start, again, very similar to how we did yesterday with a little warm-up. We'll start with juggling. So same thing as we did yesterday, right? Bounce, kick, catch. And then see what your record was yesterday, right? What was your record yesterday? Was it 8? Was it 9? Was it 5? Was it 3? And then see for these 10 minutes if you could be that record. See if you could be your record on your right foot. See if you could be your record on your left foot, right? Make sure we're working on both feet. Yeah, and we're actually gonna give some guys some tips, right? If you do want to progress it, if you do want it to get a little bit harder, see if you can start picking the ball up from the ground. And just the way that we do that, right? We worked on it a little bit as well, right? We want to put our foot on the ball. We want to roll it back, and then see if we can get a little bit underneath the ball, so then we can flick it out. Sorry about Chavi. She's obviously in the session as well. She's my assistant. She's taking care of that cone. So yeah, we'll roll it back. Foot on top of the ball. We'll see you later, Chavi. Roll it back. Foot on top of the soccer ball. Roll it back, and then we'll get it underneath the soccer ball with our toe or the top of our foot. And then we could go from there, right? We let it bounce. We spoke about this a little bit yesterday, right? Bounce. See if we could do 1, 2. Keep it under control. See how many you can do. If you want to start doing only with your feet, that's one way you can pick it up. I'm gonna challenge you boys as well. If you have, sorry about that, it's Chavi. If you have different ways of that you already know how to pick up the soccer ball, I know I asked some guys at practice already, and you guys were showing me. So you can send me a video of that as well, right? So if you have different ways of picking up the soccer ball, show it to me. I'll show you the one that I like to use all the time is just a little roll back flick, and then I juggle from there. That's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. But there's plenty of soccer ways you can pick up the soccer ball. You can also do a little rollover, see if you can bounce. Sorry about that. Little things like that. I want you guys to show me different ways of that you're trying to pick up the soccer ball. So yes, we want to do the challenge with it bouncing and then catching it. But if we want it to get a little bit harder, now start using your foot, right? I want you boys practicing that as well, right? We're gonna continue to juggle. We're gonna continue to keep records, but I want you to start using your foot whenever you can. That's number 1. Also, if any of you guys don't have a soccer ball, please email me, reach out to me, and we can talk about that. We'll take care of that. Yeah. All right, boys. Right. So once we're done with our 10-minute warm-up or our juggling, we'll jump into the session of today, which will be a little bit of fitness. So it's just gonna be a little bit of movement. Over around the ball. If you do not have a ball, you could use a cone. If you do not have a cone, you could use anything that you find at your house, right? Just to get over, just make sure it's safe. Anything that I have a little water bottle here, I can put it over, and then I can work on the drills that we're going to work on today. Very, very simple on this one. I prefer if you have a soccer ball, right, because we want to make sure that we are getting as many touches as we can on the ball, even though we are working a little bit of fitness. But like I said, you can do it with anything that you have at home. So we'll put the soccer ball on top, on the ground. And we're gonna work toe taps. So by now you boys know what toe taps are, right? We're gonna touch the soccer ball with the front of our toes, the bottom part of our toes, right foot and left foot for 30 seconds. So those are gonna be our toe taps. We can start slow, right? For some of you guys already, we did this at practice. Some of you guys could already go on a little bounce, so you could go a little bit fast. But if you need to start slow, you could start slow, and then little by little challenges. All right. So the same thing. We want to go for 30 seconds. If you have time, if you're not, if you can't keep time, then see if you can do it for 30. All right. So it'll probably be the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 30. Right, so see if you can do 30. Another challenge you can do too is that see if you can learn different numbers, and then in different languages, and then challenge yourself and see if you can get up to those numbers, right? So like I speak Spanish, so I could get up to 30 in Spanish, and I'm gonna see if I can learn some numbers as well while I have some time, and see if I can go up numbers in different languages. So just a little challenge. If you guys want to do it, you don't have to. I might. That's a little challenge I'm giving myself, so I'm just kind of putting it out there for you guys as well. Yeah. So if you could go 30 seconds, go 30 seconds. If you want to get up to 30 counting, you can do that as well. So that is going to be number one, right? And then we'll go into our second exercise. By the way, we're going to do these. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds. So we're going to do that 4 times for 30 seconds, or 30, or you could go up to 30 of them, right? 30 toe taps. And yeah, and then we'll go from there. But that's gonna be our first exercise. We're gonna have 6 exercises, and we'll do them. You'll see all of them, right? So these are numbers. You guys get to see this. So do this 4 times, and do it for 30 seconds. What we're gonna do next is same thing as toe taps, but these are just a little bit harder. These are, I like to call these could be called karaoke toe taps, or Brazilian toe taps as well. And it's pretty much the same thing, but now you're adding an extra toe tap. So we're gonna go on our back foot. So I'll walk you guys through it. So we're gonna go same thing, foot on top. Pretty much what we're gonna do on this one is we're gonna try to get from one side to the other side, but always touching the ball with our toe tap. So to start, we'll start slow. We'll go on one side of the soccer ball. We'll put our foot on top of the ball. We'll bring it down on the other side. Foot on top of the ball, bring it down, and then I want to see if I can touch it with the back of my foot on the other side. And then I want to be able to then go back to the left side doing the same thing, right? I want to see if I can do it with my toes. So game speed is going to look like this. All right, and then see if you can do it for 30 seconds. But to start off, because I know it's going to be a little bit hard, you can go slow. Just like this, go from this side to the other side, with your foot on top of the soccer ball, always keeping it under control. If it is going far away from you, see if you can have a lighter touch on top of the ball, and that is a challenge. And once you get that and keep that under control, Chavi, sorry about that. And once you do, you keep that under control. Once you do that, then you just go a little bit faster, right? So the whole point is to go as fast as you can, keeping the ball under control. We mess up, then we start again from 30 seconds. We'll do that again. We'll do 4 of those for 30 seconds. Start slow and then go up. What we're going to do after that is we are going to now jump over the ball. So we're going to do a little bit of forward movement and lateral movement. This one, you don't need a ball, so we can jump over the ball. On this one, I'll bring a cone into it. And just in case we want to have a smaller item, it's going to be easy for me to jump over the soccer ball. For some of us, we're still working on our balance. We're still working on keeping everything under control. So it might be a little bit hard to just jump over the ball. Yeah, so you can bring something smaller. And we're going to start easy. We're going to go from our left side to the right side. But now we're going to do it over the cone or over the soccer ball. So kind of similar with how we were using the ball. But on this one, we're not going to use the ball. So we're just going to step over. And then on the other side. So we're just stepping to the other side. And then we want to go high knees as high as we can. And then high knees on the other side. And then we're going slower. And then we want to go, if we could go a little bit faster, we can take a little bit push off the ground. And then go a little bit faster, right? And then if we want to push up the speed, eventually we want to be able to do these. And then see how many we could do, right? And then like I said, we could use a soccer ball if you want to make it a little bit harder, right? Let's see, this stays here. So it doesn't roll over. So let's say you do want to challenge yourself and go a little bit higher. So it forces you not to touch the soccer ball. Because sometimes happens, and when I was working on these, sometimes we touch the soccer ball, right? So that means I'm not getting my knee or my leg high enough. So what happens is I'll get up here like this while I touch the soccer ball. And then I just start again, right? And see how many I can do. Over, and it starts slow. Over, here, left side, right side. All the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. Right, and then the one after that, same thing, we want to do that 4 times. 30 seconds, Make sure you're taking 10 to 15 seconds, minute. Just take a breather, right? This is time and stuff like that, but just pretty much do these for 30 seconds and then take a little breather, right? Make sure that we're trying to get air, right? We're learning how to breathe as well. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and then you go again and see how many you can do in another 30 seconds. And then again, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And have some fun. Have some fun with this. See how many you can get. Challenge your parents, all that fun stuff. This is a little nice workout. I do it all the time as well. It just helps you. We're working on our balance, right? So when we're landing, we know how to land, and we're keeping it under control. Because what's gonna happen, and you guys will see it, is when we're landing, sometimes we'll take a step outside. So we wanna make sure that we're putting our foot down. We're able to bring down, knee up on the other one, and we have a good balance between our right foot and left foot, right? Just keep it under control, right? Keep it under control. I know there's a lot of like technical stuff. Just try to keep it under control and have some fun. See how high you can go, and then how fast you can go. Oh, see, I mess up, and then I start again. Now what we'll do now is we're gonna go forwards and backwards. So same thing. You can start with a small cone, so you can just start like this, and then you go forwards and then backwards. Forwards and then backwards. I'll show you kind of like a side view of it. So forwards and then backwards. I want to pick my knees up, and then when I want to come down. Knees up, come down. And then see if I can go fast. If I hit the corner, start again, and then see how fast I can go. All right, so same thing. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Do that for 30 seconds. 4 times. Yeah, that would be your set right there. So we did toe taps, Brazilian toe taps. We did sideways. We're doing forwards and backwards. And now to finish off, just we'll finish with a push-up, little basic push-up, and a sit-up. So I know some of you guys started doing these already. I want to get some muscles. Want to get ready for the summer. We're gonna get ready for season. So we're building up our strength as well. Right? We want to make sure that we're strong. And what we could do is we can start working on push-ups, right? So we'll start with beginner push-ups. And what you can do is you can start on your knees. I'm probably gonna go off camera on this one, but right. And then we'll go put our hands down, and you can try to go down here from your knees, right? This is the regular push-up position. But if we can't do one like this, then we'll do one with your knees down. You'll come down off the ground, push up. I'll show you a different view. I just wanted you to see that. So we want to go down. You could do our knees down, chest up, go down, 1, all the way down, all the way up. If you could get off the ground, go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. See if you could do, I mean, these are hard. Challenge yourself. See if you could do 5. See if you could do 10. And then take a little breather, and then go again, right? So take a 30-second breather, and then go again. Challenge yourself. I'm trying to, while I'm here, I want to see how many push-ups I could do as well. So I am trying to do at least 100 push-ups a day. I'll do some right now just to see how many I'm able to get a day, so I can stay strong. Right? So I can stay strong, try to stay fit, so when we do go back outside, I'm ready. Especially to cheer on your goals, the goals that you guys will be scoring. And then we'll finish with some sit-ups. And then this one you can include the ball. Also for the push-up, if you want to make it a little bit harder for yourself, which I think it should be hard enough already to just do a push-up, but you can use the soccer ball to work on your balance. I know we're super young already. We're super young, so we're not working on this stuff yet, but as you get older, you are going to start working on some of this stuff. So if you could just kind of see it and see how it feels, then you guys give it a try at home, right? So this one you can use the soccer ball, you can go down on it, try to keep balance, and then come back up. It's really, really hard. It looks a little easy. You can have your knees on the ground, and then see if you can go down and then back up. It's really, really, really hard. So give it a try. It's just a little bonus challenge. Send me your videos. And to finish off, we'll just finish with some sit-ups. Right? If you can have someone at the end of your toes, that'll be great, because we want to go all the way up. And you can include your soccer ball as well. So work in different parts of your abs. You want to work on your little abs, but just stay strong. That's gonna help you throughout soccer. It's always gonna want to make sure that we're staying kind of like fit. We like to say. But it's always good just to kind of work on your abs, right? Because they're the middle of your body, so it connects you with the bottom part of your body and the top part of your body. So you want to make sure that we're staying strong throughout, right? Soccer players, I know you see them with big soccer legs, right? And they can kick the soccer ball really, really far, 50 yards, 60 yards. But a lot of that power comes from your abs. So if we start working our upper bodies as well as our lower bodies, it's gonna be great for you guys as you get older. You're super young now. Have some fun with it, right? So challenge yourself. Go down, all the way up. See if you can keep the soccer ball over your heads. Go down, all the way up, and then see how many you can do. Well, we want to do on this one. We'll just go 3 sets. I want you to max out, see what your record is. So you just do 3 sets. Take a little 30-second breather, and then go again. And we'll finish like that. That's your fitness sessions for today. Please send me your videos. If you have any questions, please send them to me. Yeah, boys. I hope to see you guys soon. I hope you're having fun with this. Enjoy it. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this stuff as well at home. Have some fun, and you don't need a lot of space. A little bit of space, you'll have the equipment for it. Have fun, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. See you tomorrow, actually. Send me your videos.